The Titans take on the Bills this week in Buffalo, and this is easily the best team the Titans have played all season long, and this game could get ugly quick. And guys, by the way, does anybody want to buy this signed Treylon Burks mini helmet? Because he's hurt again. I don't want it. Send me an offer. We'll break this video down right now. Hey, Titans fans, and probably some Bills fans as well. Titan Uprising here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm almost at 750 subscribers. You guys have helped me get over 700. I appreciate it. Now 750 and only up from there. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please comment. Love the comments. Love talking to everyone, whether you agree or disagree, or if you're from a fan from another team, which I imagine there will be Bills fans in here as well. So guys, man, let's break down Treylon Burks first, okay? He's caught 53 balls in 3 seasons for 699 yards and 1 touchdown that he got a concussion on when he caught it. So, he's officially a bust if he wasn't a bust already. Now he's officially official as a bust goes. So, yeah, just get him out of here. And like I said, guys, here's the helmet. If I'm not lying about this, if anybody wants to send me an offer on it, please do. It's actually a nice helmet, but I don't want it anymore. It usually goes right here next to my Javon Curse, and don't even want to look at it anymore. So if you guys want, send me an offer. All right. Now, guys, big game because this is the best team the Titans have played all season. I think the Titans are already out of the playoffs, but if they lose this game, you might as well just you slam that casket shut right now because they're done. They're dead. That's it. They can't come back from 1-5. Who will? Who can? They're gone. They're done. That's it. So they better not. But we'll get into that later. Now, I'm going to pull up on the depth chart for you guys. Sorry, not the depth chart. The injury report, my fault, for you guys right now. And we'll go over the Titans first. I'm just going to go over the guys that are out or questionable for both teams. So we got Keandre Coburn here, defensive lineman for the Titans. He's out. He's been out for a little while now. Sucks that he's out. We don't have the greatest depth on the defensive front at all. I can't wait to get him back. One here that's going to really hurt is L'Jarius Sneed, questionable, did not practice all week. Man, don't like that. We need Sneed, especially with the Bills getting Cooper, which we'll talk about later. We need Sneed. Tyjae Spears out. That hurts the two-headed monster we have in the running in the backfield at running back. We only have one now in Tony Pollard, but I do think Chestnut can carry the load as well. But it is going to suck not having Spears. Treylon Burks out, like I said, selling his helmet if you guys want to make me an offer. Will Levis, questionable. You know, he's got that right shoulder injury that he hurt when he dove for the first down a couple weeks ago before the bye week. And, you know, if he's playing hurt, I don't know. His balls died on him for sure last week, and I think he is hurt. On top of his poor decision making, so it just makes him even worse quarterback than he normally would be. Man, part of me wants to see. I can't say it. I'm gonna say it. Part of me wants to see Mason Rudolph in there, just because I think it'd give a spark to the team, and the team needs to start winning some freaking football games. But at the same time, Will Levis has to start the rest of the season. He has to play the rest of the season because we have to fully vet him and see, hey, is he good? Is he bad? I think he's bad. I haven't gotten there yet, but there's a bobblehead behind me for Will Levis too. That might be going up for sale here too. So give me a couple weeks and I'll be posting that as well. Yeah, man. I'm already looking at mock drafts. That's where I'm at in the season so far. So if that gives you guys a clue. Cedric Gray out. Really anxious to see him play this year. He's a rookie linebacker. Linebackers have been good for us this year. You know, he's been full participation for a couple of weeks. They're just working his way back in. Can't wait to see him get on the field. Ex-Titan here for the Buffalo Bills, Darrynton Evans. He's doubtful. That's not gonna affect them at all. Ray Davis, questionable. I think he had a pretty good game last week in the running back position. But, you know, James Cook is back, so that's not a big deal for them. Safety, Mike Edwards, illness, questionable. I can't see him not playing. Bills are pretty healthy as far as people that are, that are on the injury report for this week because they have had losses this year. So I'm not going to say they're fully healthy, but they're for their active roster, they're healthy going into the week. If that makes any sense. Now, the Titans have the best defense in the NFL, and they're going to need it because they're going up against, they're going up against the Buffalo Bills that have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Josh Allen. He's top three. He's got to be top three because I think you got to go Mahomes because Mahomes is just clutch, and then Lamar's up there, and then Josh Allen. I mean, those are three great quarterbacks. I mean, you could argue Allen and Lamar. Lamar has MVPs, but Allen is a great quarterback, and we're gonna need this Titans defense to be good, and they've shown that they are good and that they're dominant. Like I said, they have the best defense in the NFL as far as yards go, and this game could get ugly in a hurry if the Titans defense isn't able to stop the Bills offense. The Bills also just acquired Amari Cooper earlier this week, and Josh Allen now has his number one wide receiver, which is just going to make the Buffalo Bills that much more dangerous and that much more hard to defend on offense. It's Allen and Cooper's first game together, so I don't expect Cooper to go off, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did either. I personally think he's going to have like 4 or 5 catches, maybe 50, 60 yards. I mean, it's just a guess. I mean, maybe they force feed him right off the bat. I don't know, but you do know as soon as he catches that first pass, the Buffalo Bills Stadium will be yelling, "Coop," and it's going to happen. And by the way, I will be at this game too, so I'm looking forward to it. Not looking forward to that happening, but I'm looking forward to the game. Less than I was when I found out I was going to the beginning of the season. The Bills, they seem like they want to be more of a run-first team and play defense, and I don't really know if I understand why. Because you have a generational talent at quarterback back there in Josh Allen. So I don't know why they want to go with that approach, but I would rather defend the Bills' rushing attack than Josh Allen throwing it all over the yard. The Titans will need big games from Jeffrey Simmons and Devondre Sweat because they're going to have to crash the interior of the line to stop the run and hopefully get some pressure up the middle on Josh Allen as well. And we also will need Harold Landry to get some sacks this game to stand a chance. The secondary is also going to be tested now with the arrival of Amari Cooper, and they have that great tight end duo there in Buffalo with Dalton Knox and Dalton Kincaid. We will need Diggs, Hooker, and Brownlee to have good games. And, Diggs and Hooker at safety, and Brownlee, who's, I think is a 5th or 6th round pick this year at corner, has been a stud, the steal of the draft, I feel like, and he's been really, really good. We're definitely going to need him if Snead's out. The Bills are going to be such a different team with Cooper now. It sucks that they had to get him this week, man. But I don't think we're actually going to see that connection fully blossom, at least not this week. It'll probably be a few weeks, I would imagine, until we start seeing those two take off. And it's just a matter of when they take off. Not if. The Bills aren't a joke in the run game either. And like I said earlier, we will need Simmons and Sweat to clog the middle there to stand a chance in this football game. Then we have the Tennessee Titans' weak spot, and that is the offense. And who leads the offense? Will Levis. And like I said earlier, he's questionable. I would be shocked if he didn't play. I know many fans are going to be pulling for Mason Rudolph to play instead, and I don't blame you. But we need to see I'm partial with you too, but we need to see Levis for the full season so we can say we gave him his legit shot. I fully expect him to play, and I think the Titans will try to hide him with the running attack, and we're going to see a heavy dose of Tony Pollard, especially without Tyjae Spears. The Bills have a top 10 run defense, actually, and I think they're actually number 10, if I remember correctly, in defending the run as far as total yards go. The Titans would be better off passing it if they were capable of passing it. The bigger weak spot on the Bills' defense is their pass defense. But since we are scared of Levis, we won't throw much. I do wonder if he's truly hurt, like I said earlier, and fighting through it. Either way, he hasn't been good, and he doesn't look the part. If the Titans can't run on the Bills and Levis is forced to throw, this game could get ugly really quick for the Tennessee Titans. Now, I do think the frustration from someone like Calvin Ridley, where he, had some swear words, I think like 3 and within one or two sentences at the end of the game last week, he's pissed. I think that a lot of that frustration is coming out, which is good. It means you have guys that care, and that's what Brian Callahan said, Coach Callie. He said the same thing. Guys are passionate. They care. This Titans team, they might be 1-4, but this team could easily be 4-1. They've had leads in these games, and they've blown leads against good, decent teams, and they're one-score games. The only game that they weren't really close in was the Packers. Every other game, they've had a lead, and they should have won. They're shooting themselves in their foot. Especially, shouldn't say especially, it's solely because of Will Levis for the most part. But at the same time, you can't give up block punts. You can't give up, stupid stuff like that. And especially those plays go for touchdowns or pick sixes, and it's all over the place. The fumbles. This team hasn't really been good with turnovers either, and it's just, or getting turnovers, I should say. And this defense is really good, but they need offense to help them out. At least give them a breather. Stay on the field for a few plays. Come on. It's just, it can't keep happening. And I think that the Titans are truly going to, this is my hunch here, and I could be wrong. Obviously, we don't know until the game happens, but I think the Titans are going to try and force feed Calvin Ridley, and I think they're going to try and force feed DeAndre Hopkins. I think they're going to be passing the football this game. The only way they can do that is if Will Levis is truly healthy and he can throw the football. If not, they're going to try and hide it like I said earlier. But I could see Callahan wanting to do that because there's frustration. And I do think at some point, you got to just tell Levis, hey, listen, if he's going to throw interceptions and turn the ball over, make dumb plays and try to do a Patrick Mahomes toss and throws an interception or fumbles, if that's who he is, okay, let's just throw him out there and say, go do you. Go do what you have, what you think you're good to do, and be good at it. And if you are good at it, just do it. Stop trying to hide the guy, because if he ends up just being that bad, which it's a good possibility showing that he is so far, if he's just that bad, then you have your answer. What are you going to do? Mask him and then he does decent? The team does okay? Maybe get 7 wins this year? We can do better next year. No. Find out now, and if he sucks, move on. But I'm already thinking about maybe getting the next Manning here in 2 years. Yeah, that's where I'm at on our quarterback position, guys. Like I said, only a couple of weeks, though. The guy right there might be going on sale, the bobblehead. But I think this game, man, I think the Bills score 4 touchdowns on this team, personally. Whether they're all on offense or a pick six, I don't know. I can see a field goal or two. So I'll go 34 Bills, and I'm going to go 34-13. I think that's been a score of the last game the Titans played the Bills, maybe if I'm correct. 34-13 sounds familiar. 34-13 Bills over Titans, because this team is, Levis is back there. He's going to throw a couple picks, turnovers. It's just inevitable. It's just who he is. That he's shown so far. But guys, as you know, I'm always wrong with our picks. With my picks, I should say. I'm always wrong. I get it wrong all the time. So maybe they win because I said they're going to lose. And they go to 2-4, and it gives us a sliver of hope until next week, and then they break our hearts again. Hey, guys, as always, tighten up and let me know what you think down below. And like I said, I will be at this game. I will try to do some live feeds or videos, whatever I can do. As always, guys, tighten up.